How's it going on? This is the Anime Man. Welcome back to another episode of the monthly Otaku Collection. Excuse me. The show that I do at the, middle of each month, kind of halfway through the month, where I show you guys some of the cool manga, cool anime, cool otaku merchandise, and other otaku things and updates that I want to share you guys that I didn't have enough time to put into its own dedicated video for that month. It is the month of February. It is getting cold as fuck in Tokyo right now. Like real winter weather is starting to set in. So it's nice and chilly outside, but luckily I'm nice and warm inside of my house. And so without further ado, let's show you some stuff that I got for this month and want to talk about. So first and foremost, I want to talk about a particular anime, or rather an anime movie that I guess at the time of this video, it probably isn't out even in Japan yet, and that is the brand new Danmachi movie, Arrow of the Orion. The lovely folks over at Bookwalker sent me and a few of my friends over to watch an exclusive premiere with some really top people. I'm pretty sure the director and producer were there in that cinema. So no pressure, Joey. I thought about making a video on it, I thought about doing a review on it, but I figured there wouldn't be much point of doing a review on a movie that literally no one else in the world has really seen yet or knows anything about. So I decided to just kind of pop it into a monthly otaku collection, just say that I went to go see it, and it was okay. I mean, I wouldn't say that the Danmachi series is the most, perfect TV series ever. I mean, the first season was fun and entertaining, but it definitely did have its flaws. And I feel that this movie as well was very much in the same vein as the first season. But it was good to see Belle and Hestia and all of these really familiar characters back in the action again with some pretty decent work from JC staff. And yeah, that's really all I'm gonna say about it. I actually can't really talk in depth about the movie because Warner Brothers Japan has actually told me not to, so that's all I'm gonna say. I went to go see the movie, it was aight. But hey, if you like your Danmachi and would like to support it before the movie comes out, then make sure to go to global.bookwalker.jp, where you can purchase the full English translated light novels and manga of the Danmachi series. You can also use my coupon code TheAnimeMan to get $5 off your purchase, so make sure to go to global.bookwalker.com if you want to check that out. Next, let's talk about some of the manga series that I picked up, and you better fucking believe I picked up a fuck ton of manga series. Some of them are familiar, and some of them are brand new, and some of them I'm actually holding on to probably make its own dedicated video for in the upcoming months, so just look out for that. But this first manga I want to talk about is a absolutely legendary manga, and I actually mentioned it very briefly in my Dororo video, and if you immediately have seen this video or know what I'm talking about, then you probably know what series I am talking about. It is, of course, this one right here. Phoenix. Phoenix, or Hinotori, as is the Japanese title of it, is a Tezuka Osamu manga. Tezuka Osamu being the father of manga, again, as I mentioned in my Dororo video. Links in the description if you want to check that out. And I've read Phoenix before, but I've never actually owned it. I read it a very, very long time ago at my mum's friend's place, I think. She had the OG copies of the manga. Obviously, this is a reprint of the manga. It never actually looked like this, or wasn't really all this clean, to be exact. But I managed to find a reprint of this in a bookstore here in Japan, and I've gotten the first 2 volumes, and I'm hoping to get the other 7 or 8 volumes, I think. It's something like that. Tezuka Osamu really shows a masterclass in character development, in storytelling, in world building, and even throws in a little bit of fourth wall breaking comedy in there, which was pretty fresh back then. I'm looking at the back of this book right now, and I'm seeing that this first volume was released in 1978, 41 years ago. God damn. You know, you probably got a pretty good manga if after 41 years, a half Japanese, half Australian prick living in Japan is calling your work a masterpiece. Now, being a manga from the late 70s, it's not exactly the most beautiful. Obviously, it is very stylized. Tezuka Osamu's style is very, very stylized, and you can tell just from first glance, this is an old as fuck manga. But what is brilliant about this manga, again, is just the sheer amount of world building. And also, again, Tezuka Osamu throwing in some, inside jokes, some fourth wall breaking moments that might seem a little bit jarring at first when you read it, but as you get used to, and realize that, oh, this is just Tezuka Osamu's style, as he loves to, kind of throw fun at and make jokes in every single one of his series in some way or another, it does start to get a little bit charming. You're always looking for that next Tezuka Osamu fourth wall breaking joke in any of his series. And again, Tezuka-sama has made some absolutely incredible series. The currently airing Dororo series is, I think, a perfect example of that if you've never seen or heard of anything from Tezuka-sama. But if you want to dive into a little bit more Tezuka-sama, then definitely check out Phoenix. And, you know, I'm really interested to get the rest of these because I kind of want to make a video on, like, more Tezuka-sama manga because you guys really like the Dororo video and I really like talking about it and I geek out about this shit. So if you want to see me, like, make a dedicated video on Phoenix or any of Tezuka-sama's stuff, then I guess smack the like button, yeah. On the flip side, the other manga that I want to show you in this video is definitely, like, new, first of all, or it's definitely newer. It's not exactly a masterpiece. In fact, if you ask a lot of anime reviewers and manga reviewers, then they'll probably tell you that this series is quite shit. I myself would actually post this particular manga series as like the pinnacle of the guilty pleasure series. Yes, I do realize that it is an absolutely garbage manga series, but I love it all the same. And that is, of course, Kiss Sis. I've always was interested with Kiss Sis because, like, usually, you know, manga series would have some kind of a cover. For example, here we have Desuraba, which I showed you guys in the previous monthly Otaku collection video, that has its own particular cover, right? That doesn't really, it's not really an image you see within the manga, and that's usually the case with any kind of manga series. But for some reason, Kiss Sis just didn't even bother with that shit, and literally just decided to take a page from the manga and just slap it on the front and on the back. Like, you couldn't come up with a fucking cover for this shit. But I mean, it's not like the inside has that much redeeming quality anyway. It's just your very standard, like, yeah, I'm trying to avoid all the ecchi pages, but, you know, lots and lots of ecchi. It has a very bubbly, you know, light style in terms of art style, so it's not too, like, raunchy when it comes to any of its ecchi stuff. It's definitely a lot more lighthearted, but absolutely adult oriented. Obviously, I was looking through that, trying to make sure that I didn't show anything that wasn't safe for YouTube, because there are a lot of not safe for YouTube stuff in this manga. It is sucky, it is shitty, but I can't stop reading it. And every now and then I like to go back and kind of just gander at the anime, so I figured, you know what, fuck it. Let's read the manga as well. Let's be like ultimate trash when it comes to manga and anime. And so I picked up some Kiss Sis. So if you do enjoy your very trashy, very ecchi styled rom-com series, definitely make sure to pick up some Kiss Sis. But let's move on actually to some of the merch. Or when I say merch, I mean like gifts and other non-manga and anime stuff that I got. And this month I got quite a few of them, and quite a few special ones as well, as you can probably see from the title and thumbnail of this video. But the first thing I want to show you guys is something that actually recently came out, and I am fucking excited to show this because I think I'm the only person in the world as of right now that has a pair of these, and they are the Fully Cooley sneakers. Any Fully Cooley fan would recognize any of these. The color of the Vespa that Haruko wears, and the number plate at the back. This is my favorite thing right here. And obviously inside the sole, we have the Fully Cooley logo. These sneakers are actually part of a little thing that Tokyo Otaku Mode is doing. I actually got to sit down with the Tokyo Otaku Mode people to kind of work with them on this merch because, as y'all know, I fucking love my Fully Cooley, and luckily, to help promote their new lineup of stuff like that, I got a specially custom-made pair of Fully Cooley sneakers. I love new sneaker smell. But luckily, you guys can actually grab a pair of this as well by hitting that link up in the description below. I honestly don't even know if I want to, like, walk around with these because they're too nice, you know? Like, I already have a few pairs of sneakers that I wear on a daily basis, but this is, like, one-of-a-kind thing, you know? Like, they don't make them in these sizes. Like, they had to specifically go and make one in this big size because I have fucking flippers for feet. So I'm the only one in the world, as I know it, that will ever own a pair this big. So, you know, like, I don't know if I want to, like, go outside and walk around in the mud and the ground and shit like that and, like, you know, fuck this up, because it is a fucking nice shoe, man. I'm not usually a stickler for shoes, but goddamn, this shit's sexy. Second piece of merch I got is, again, another gift, but this time not from a company, but from a very good friend of mine. And not just a good friend of mine, but a fellow Anituber by the name of Soul Animation. You've probably seen him in a few of my videos, but he actually got me this beautiful thing. It is a framed picture of Shinobu and Oshinomeme from the Monogatari series. You know me, these are my two favorite characters in the Monogatari series, Shinobu and Meme, best fucking pair. And it looks super fucking cool and legit in a nice frame like this. So shout out to my boy Soul Animation. I'll leave the link to his channel and all that stuff in the description below as well. So definitely go check him out. This third piece of merch is, again, as you can see, another picture frame. But this time it's a little bit different. It's something that I happened to receive after I attended a specific event run by the lovely folks over at Faku. If you guys don't know Faku, they are the world's, or I guess the West's biggest distributor and publisher for hentai, you know, that good old shit that I can't show on YouTube. I've been working with Faku for a really long time, and last week I got to attend their event and actually host a live drawing event, which was really tiny here in Tokyo for the legendary hentai artist and my personal favorite hentai artist, Shindo L. So you probably read or at least seen pictures and memes of his hentai emergence. Yes, I am talking about that emergence, the quite fucked up hentai series. Yes, he is the creator of that. He is the mind behind that. I got to meet him and host his live drawing event and kind of help him out with doing a whole Q&A thing. And as thanks for helping him host his event, I actually got to receive something that is very fucking cool, and I'm so happy is in like my collection of cool shit. And it is this thing right here. This is a hand-drawn custom picture, or I guess sketch, of Shindo L's character, signed by Shindo L to me. It says, "To Joey, thanks for everything, Shindo L." And as far as I know it, again, I'm the only one in the world who has this, and I am very fucking proud of it, as you can probably tell from this video. And because this is Shindo L, and because it was drawn on a very light piece of paper, I had to buy a frame for this and frame it up. I didn't want to damage this in any way. It definitely is going to remind me of a great fucking time and an awesome time meeting one of my favorite hentai artists. It looks good. Like, the chick is hot. He drew this, like, literally in, like, 3 minutes. Talent, man, it's crazy. So again, thank you very much, Shindo Sensei, and look out probably in the next video for a special video featuring said hentai artist. And the fourth and final piece of merch that I want to show you guys is the thing that is on the thumbnail and title of this video. This probably has to be single-handedly the most expensive piece of anime merchandise that I have ever purchased. I did not receive this. I purchased this with my own hard-earned money, and let me just tell you, when it came in the mail, everything was worth it. And because of the sheer size and price of it, I'm going to move the camera instead of me picking it up, because I'm afraid that if I drop this thing, I'm just gonna kill myself on the spot. I'm gonna seppuku on camera. Are you guys ready for the most ultimate anime merch that you have ever seen? Dun, 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 dun. So this, ladies and gentlemen, if you have never seen this image before, this is the character Meteru from the legendary manga series Ginga Tetsudo 39. Now, admittedly, it's not really a series that people know over in the West. It is more famous in Japan, as it is done by a legendary manga artist by the name of Matsumoto Reiji, who has been around since the 60s and has made some of the most influential manga series just ever. He's done Ginga Tetsudo 39, but he's also done series like Uchu Senkan Yamato, which is probably another series that you manga and anime fans have at least heard of once in your lifetime. And this is a picture that I managed to purchase, and it is extremely expensive, as it is 1 in 200 images that exist in the world. And as you can see right here, it is signed by the man himself, Matsumoto Reiji. And it comes in this beautiful frame as well. Like, I didn't buy this either. This all came with it in this beautiful frame, and all I need to do now is just figure out where to hang it up. But I don't think I'll have too much of a problem with it, because, I mean, look at it. Like, even if you're not into this series or you have no idea what this character is, how cool does this fucking look? Like, how cool is this to just be on your wall? Now, you're probably all wondering, Joey, how much did you pay for this? I spent $750. Yeah, I know, some people will be like, Joey, you're fucking stupid. You spent $750 on a motherfucking anime painting? Yeah, I did. deal with it, bro. I kind of had to though, because A, there was only 1 in 200 of them, so who knows when those 200 were gonna be gone. This one of mine is number 163 of 200, so unfortunately I didn't get like the first 10 or even the first 100, but hey, I managed to get one of 200 that exist in the world, so, you know, I'll take it. And B, it is Matsumoto Reiji, and thankfully he's still alive, but just think, man, like, when Matsumoto Reiji passes away, and it's going to happen eventually like everybody else, when he passes away, do you know how much this thing is going to bump up in price? I got it for cheap if you think about it that way. Long-term investment, kids. Even otakus have to think about that stuff. But again, this is one of the most beautiful things that I have ever bought, and I do absolutely not regret purchasing it. Now the only thing that can top this off is if I buy a single piece of anime merchandise for 4 digits. I wonder when that day is gonna come. Not if the day is gonna come, but when. But that's about it, guys, for the merch. Now let's move on to the final thing that we do at every single monthly otaku collection. That is, of course, the monthly giveaway, brought to you guys by the lovely folks, as always, at Tokyo Otaku Mode. Last month we had a husbando of Joker, and this time we're gonna go back to waifu, because as much as I love my husbandos, I love me my waifus, man. I am a straight male after all. And this one is of a character that is the waifu of this particular series, and is a figurine or a character that I have been trying to get my hands on for a very, very long time. But the only problem is that every single figurine of hers, whether small or large, is always ridiculously expensive. But luckily, thanks to the power of Tokyo Otaku Mode, I managed to get my hands on this particular waifu, and I will show it to you guys right now. You all know her as the main heroine of the legendary sci-fi anime series Steins Gate. It is, of course, Makise Kurisu. Now, every single Makise Kurisu figurine that I've tried to pick up has always been ridiculously expensive, but all of them have been so ridiculously cool. I'm like, fuck, I wish I wasn't spending my money on $750 anime pictures and was instead spending it on this shit. But alas, I've never bought a Makise Kurisu figurine up until this point, but luckily I managed to get my hands on it. But let's take it out of the box and show you what it's all about. Oh, there it is. Like, look how cool this fucking thing is. Look how cute she is. Look at the fluidity of everything. I love this base and I love all of these gears. It is so fitting and perfect to the whole Steins Gate theme. A lot of movement in her hair and in her clothes. And again, the base is always interesting. I love figurines with interesting bases that aren't just like a black fucking circle. I love her very, very much. And luckily for you guys, one of you lovely motherfuckers watching this video right now can get your hands on the ultimate Steins Gate waifu. All you have to do is 3 simple steps. Like the video, subscribe to your boy, and click that first link in the description below to go into the free draw. And one lucky winner will win Makise Kurisu, the box signed by, of course, yours truly. You are just so freaking adorable, and I'm so glad that I finally have you. Into the shelf you go, my love. But guys, that's gonna do it for this month's episode of the Monthly Otaku Collection. Thank you once again for joining in until the very, very end. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below how your February has been, the start of your year has been. What winter series right now that are currently airing are you enjoying the most? And what was the favorite thing that you bought this month? If you did buy any manga, if you did watch any anime, if you got some merch and stuff like that, then what was your favorite ones? And if you'd like to share that more with the community, then the best place to do it is over on my official Discord channel, which anybody can sign up to, anybody can join. We have a large family over there that really enjoys coming together and talking about all sorts of geeky stuff and anime stuff. It's good fun. So click that first link in the description below if you haven't joined on the Discord group yet. But anyways guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Like, favorite if you enjoy, subscribe for Anime Banner, keep watching anime. Tanny!